Hello, Salaman. Very good evening. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, sir. What about you?
Well, I'm Fidas doing fantastic in my life and trying to add some value in my overall personality by the help of Almighty God and good people like you. Thanks.
Oh, that's great. So, sir, please can you tell me about yourself as well?
Sure, why not? I would be more than happy to introduce myself. Well, my name is Shiv. I am from India and basically I'm from northern part of India. My state name is Uttarakhand. I hope you heard about it. By profession, I'm a central government employee. In addition to this, I'm done with my academic qualification. As far as I'm done with my master in English, master in commerce, and this year I'm pursuing my master in economics. This is my final year. Moreover, I do teach English to beginners and intermediate speakers through different online applications as an unofficial English trainer. Last but not least, I do have my own YouTube channel by the name of English with Teacher Shiv. That's all from my side. Over to you.
Wow, that's great. That's great, sir. Okay, so you would like to know about me as well?
Sure, why not? I've been waiting for your introduction eagerly. Please, you may proceed now.
Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity. My name is Sarla. I'm basically from MP, Madhya Pradesh, but at present I'm staying in Bangalore. And if you will talk about my study, I have done MBA, and I am a teacher by profession. And I'm also running YouTube channel, and my channel name is English with Sarla, where I'm now uploading English conversation videos. If we will talk about my interest, so my interest is like art and craft and dance and traveling and exploring new things. That's all about me. Thank you.
Wow, I'm delighted to hear about your introduction and it was really nice from your side. Thanks. So, if you have any question that you want to ask, so you can ask, please.
Yes, actually, I have one question. You said means three time master study. You study completed, and now three time you are doing master degree.
Uh, yes, or actually, I'm so passionate about my education because I don't want to
So
stuck at
you are
one place.
okay. So you are passionate. That's why you are doing, or means like you are exploring new thing for or any like special purpose for. So please, I'm very
Well, you
curious
can
about.
say both. First, I was passionate. At the same time, I want to explore myself because I want to get knowledge of every single thing. I know it's quite difficult to being, you can say, knowledgeable from all aspects, but still, as much as possible for me, I'm trying to do that. So I don't want to stuck at one point, and I don't want to stop my study and all. I just want to continue it as much as possible from my side.
Oh, that's great. Wow. Okay, and sir, and miss, which accent you are using?
I have my own neutral accent. This is my neutral accent which I'm using right now.
Okay, okay, and you are staying in like Uttarakhand state.
Correct. I'm from
Sir,
Uttarakhand and I do live here only. Yeah.
how's the weather?
Weather is so romantic. I would say
Oh,
cold and fog is there, cold is there. Just last 2 hours it has been raining, but now rain has stopped. And like the one who is excited to visit here with family for picnic or for visit purpose, they all are more than welcome to come here to see the beauty and the nature of this particular state because this state itself is famous for its tourism.
yeah, I have seen. I went there like Rishikesh and yeah, only Rishikesh. I went in Uttarakhand. My husband went many places, but I went only Rishikesh. It is very beautiful places. I think Ram Jhula, Lakshman Jhula is also there, na, in Rishikesh.
Yes, yes.
So, sir, like you are a central government teacher or any other job?
Well, I'm not a central government teacher. I'm working as a clerk in forest department. Teaching is my passion. You can say it's my additional hobby that I want to imbibe in my personality. I feel good when I teach people because, in fact, I don't teach people in order to like teach them, but I teach people in order to learn something from all of them. Because teaching itself is a good exercise that you want to learn something in your life. So, because when you start teaching, first you have to teach yourself. Until unless you are not going to educate yourself, how you are going to get, how you are going to educate others.
Yeah, that's great. That's first you have to like first we have to like own skills, improve own skills. After that we have to teach to others. Okay, sir. So like you are English teacher means you are teaching English subject only or other subject as well. Like you are
No,
like
only in English.
you earn too much degree now, so that's why I thought you are teaching like commerce and other subjects as well.
No, 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 no. I just teach English, and especially for those who are beginners and intimate speakers. I don't even teach advanced speakers because they are really good as compared to me.
Sir, one more thing. Are you married?
As if now I want to skip this question, you can ask another question. But
No, no. Actually, no,
because
no,
I don't want
because
to
we.
spoil my life, so till now I'm unmarried. I'm so lucky. So that's why, because I can see you that maybe you are married. Am I right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I thought I asked na because I was thinking ki how means how do you manage all the things like family and your job, study, and you are teaching kids as well. So that's why I asked you, how do you manage all the things? Okay, so
it's not about marriage and unmarriage. It's all about your dedication and passion, how much serious you
yes,
are
yes,
all
sir.
about to doing things. If you are serious about doing something in your
Yes,
life, these are just lame excuses that I'm married, I have a job, I don't have time. All these are just lame excuses, nothing else.
yes, yes, sir. Actually, we should passionate about anything. If you are passionate, then you can do anything. But, sir, if you, I'm not giving any excuses. But if you will talk about married, yes, sir, I have lots of responsibilities also there. I am married and I am mother, I am wife, I am housewife. So I have to take means I have to take care all the things like. I am working also and I am mother. So actually my baby is sleeping. That's why everything is possible and I'm talking with you. Actually if he will not sleep now, that time I will not free. I can't give time to anyone because of him. Actually he wants mama's attention. So that's why actually I'm not giving excuses. Just I'm telling ki yes,
And that's
even
fine.
actually nowadays now what happened, I think I don't have time. That's why I want to learn English. Actually you can say excuse, but really I can say I don't have time. That's why I want to learn many things in English. But whenever I will get time and I am focusing my communication skills, and yeah, and I didn't get I means I don't have give too much time for my communication skills and spoken language. So this is, yeah. So
I would not say that you are giving excuses that being a homemaker is quite difficult to learn something in your life. But still, on second note, I would say I've been talking to many colonists. They are also homemaker, but still they are managing the things in a very magnificent and splendid way. Why?
yeah,
Because I asked the same question to them. They said that we want to learn English anyhow at any cost, no matter by hook, by crook. So just because of that strong dedication and determination, they have been working with their YouTube channel. At the same time, they are taking charge of their home responsibilities. They are doing job as well. At the same side, they are pursuing their academic qualification as well. It depends on your like mindset.
yeah,
This
yeah.
game is all about your mind.
My,
It's a mind game. If you're
yes, yes,
able to convince your mind that no, you are not being tired, you have to work hard, you have to process all these things, and you have to learn this, and you have to put your efforts. Honestly speaking, there's no such person in this world who can stop you in order to being success in your life.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is good, sir. And I want to know one more thing. Like you are teacher, and sir, like those are learner and they want to learn and they don't know ki, like where they from they start how they can start learning, and they should start from where, like grammar and from anywhere. So can you tell to them ki where they have to start first? Can you tell me, like you can I can say step by step, and share any tricks if you have.
Well, I'll say these steps which I've been following for last 3.5 years since I started learning this language. See, ma'am, we don't have a powerful reason to learn this language, honestly. That's why we are not serious about our learning. The one who has a very strong reason to learn this language, he knows very well that how he can acquire and adopt this language in a serious note. With that serious reason will allow you to focus more into your learning, to be attentive, and you're not going to waste your time in any useless stuff. Second thing is that we have a stereotype mindset, or I would say superstitious thought that if I'm not good at English, it means I have committed a crime. That's not the case. Being Indian, you should proud on yourself in your native language, Hindi. And if we are learning English and we are making any mistake anyhow at any point, we are fumbling and stammering, we should not feel ashamed about it and we should not regret for it, right? It's a second language, target language, which we are trying to master on. Now, third thing is that I've seen when it comes to English, people know very well what they have to speak, what they want to speak, but they don't know how to speak just because lack of vocabularies. And if you have abundant vocabs in your mind, the more you have vocabs in your brain, the better you can express your thoughts, your feelings, emotions, whatever you want to speak. Right? So learn at least one or two vocab every single day and copy the same in your spoken English. Now, next one is I've seen many times people are very stuck and freezed with grammar rules. They bother about their grammar mistakes. I would say if you are a beginner or an intermediate speaker of English, you should not think about your grammar mistakes in initial stage. Whatever grammar you have in your hand, just start from there only, right? Focus on your flow and confidence, like you should be in that position where you can speak English with anyone without hesitation and shyness. Once you reach on that level, then after you can work on your accuracy, which means grammar, but not in initial stage. Now, next one is think in English power is really a very supreme power that you can use in order to speak English like a natural English speaker. People are not even detaching themselves from their native language and they are expecting that they can get mastery in this language. How they can? If you are not ready to develop your thought process in English, because this thought process works a lot when you speak English. If you have that thought process where you don't need to suppress your brain, think a lot about grammar rules, words, and your sentences while speaking English, so you can speak English in a very smooth way. So think in English, for example, whenever you are doing anything in your home, just try to think in English first. And whenever you are writing, first think, then you have to write. You can involve yourself into story narration or highly hypothetical situation that you need to talk with yourself a lot to develop your thinking English power. Now, next one is stop the method of translation and just try to follow some good modified tools to learn this language. Like YouTube is there, internet is there, Google is there. There are so many applications are available on Play Store where you can use and you can talk with people like you who are equally interested as interested you are in order to hone your communication to the proficient level. So use this. The next one is practice. Of course, practice makes a man perfect. I would not say perfect, but yes, practice can ensure your progress every single day. You just need to think about it like if I'll do practice, am I improving or not? If you're improving, it means you're practice on a right track. Keep practicing on a regular basis. Don't give any pauses. Now, next one is love your mistakes. I often notice many co-learners, they feel that I'm a beginner, and if I'll make mistake, people are going to laugh at me. They are going to criticize me. Forget about people, just think about yourself. Why are you here? Why are you learning English? Do you have a powerful reason to learn this? If yes, so forget about people. Do remember this reason and keep continue your journey of being fluent on this language. Now, next one is English speaking environment. If you have poster in your home or banners at market, or if you have any painting, start describing those things. If you are doing your home chore, for example, if you're in the kitchen, use earbuds and listen English podcast. If you are doing any work, before doing that work, first think in your mind, talk to yourself. I'm going to wash my utensil, and then you can wash. I'm going to cook this vegetable for tonight. Then do that work, all right? And you can narrate your whole day, whatever you have done since morning till night. You can narrate in order to get fluency in this language. Now, last but not least, and very effective, I would say LRWS, which means listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Listening to native speakers, listening podcast, audiobooks, good speaker of English, and English teachers will allow you to understand the real exposure and essence of this language in your life. Reading will allow you to understand the basic syntax formation which you can use while spoken English. At the same time, you can come across to some new vocabs that you can imbibe in your spoken English. Writing will make you quite comfortable in order to improve your accuracy while speaking English. Because when you write, you would be very careful about your grammar mistake. You always try to follow all those grammar rules which you have to use in spoken English. And last one is speaking, which you are doing right now with me. So we have been talking to many co-learners. That's what speaking comes right from. In a nutshell, let me make long story quite short. Just English is just a language, not a rocket science that you can learn it. Being an Indian, if I can speak English, you guys can speak far better than me. It depends on the hard work you have been putting for mastering this language. And you have to keep patience. You have to enjoy the process of learning this language. You Because learning a language is not an overnight process. It takes time. You have to hold yourself for that time, and never try to procrastinate the things that you have learned so far. If someone has suggested something to you to do to improve your spoken English, just execute those steps. Try to incorporate. Until unless you would not implement, everything is nothing but more than a garbage. So that's all from my side.
That's great, sir. It's very informative for me and for learners as well, sir. But nowadays, many learners are there, and always they are asking, ki, "I know grammar part, and I know means I can understand what is the written and what they are saying means some actually they will means listen any English video and they can understand, but they are not able to speak." So that time they said ki, like any trick is there. So actually they know, like many people are there na, and they know proper grammar part and fully book knowledge, okay, you can say, but they are not able to speak.
Well, knowing something and having something and executing something is something different. I would say I can understand that I can't speak. Why? I know all grammar rules, but while speaking, I can't use a single one. I have learned infinite vocabs, but when I'm speaking, I couldn't use a single one. Why?
Yeah,
There is only one reason behind it.
yeah,
English is in our heart, in our soul, in our brain, but not in our mouth. We are not being training to our mouth in order to speak out,
yeah,
right?
all about practice,
So
yeah.
if someone is speaking, I can understand. It means I know if he is using have been, has been, shall, would, could, and I can understand that where he is using and what is the meaning of this grammar rule. It means I know grammar. If he is saying beautiful, which means khubsurat, if he is saying ugly, which means both ganda, bhadda, I know these vocabs. I know,
Yeah.
but when I'm speaking, I'm not able to recall why. Because
Yeah.
I haven't given any training to my mouth muscles in order to use these rules, these vocabs while speaking English, right? Only by listening, by reading, by writing, if you are expecting that you are going to speak English fluently, sorry. It's just nothing but you are giving a lame excuses to yourself that you are learning. Actually, you are not. So I'd say do practice a lot. Every single aspect of this language has a different criteria in order to practice on those aspects. When I'm saying one aspect, for example, grammar, it has some different strategies in order to be master on grammar. When I'm saying pronunciation, you have to follow some different strategies in order to improve your pronunciation. So it depends. Have you ever evaluated yourself on a serious note? Yes or no? And after evaluation, what you got? What are the areas where you need to work on? Are you aware of those loopholes or not? If yes, so how much dedicated you are in order to work on those loopholes? If you're working, so those steps that you have taken are really effective or not. You have to monitor every single thing. If the one who is going to practice in this way that I'm sharing, I'm damn sure he can see a drastic and immense improvement on spoken English.
Yes, that's great, sir. Yes. Like more practice, more learning. If we, yes, sir. And
True.
sir, one more thing, I can miss mug up vocabulary. Okay, means, but I can't remember always. I am foreign because you can say you said na ki I am not using. That's why. And sir, actually, while speaking na that vocabulary I have forgotten. If I will learn any new vocab, and while speaking na that time I have forgotten. So, do you have any trick for like remember the vocabulary?
Uh,
Yeah.
well, I would say I wish I would a magician that I can give you a magic mantra, but I'm not, unfortunately. I wish I would be a chemist that I can give you the tablet of remembering vocabularies, but I don't have that tablet as well. And more or less, I don't have any shortcut to learn something in my life. Whereas I can say only one statement if you can understand it, because it means a lot. The statement is try to use as much as you can use it. Because if you are not going to use it, you are going to lose it.
Yeah.
That's the only you can say like golden mantra I have in my mind that I can give you. Nothing else. So the more you will replace your vocabs, the more you use your vocabs while speaking English, the more you write and use those vocabs that you want to imbibe in your spoken English, the more you involve yourself into solo talk. And while solo talk, you are not talking to yourself just because of enjoying or enjoyment. You are talking to yourself because you want to incorporate those vocabularies which you have learned so far. Until or unless you would not associate your learning, your spoken English with those vocabularies, you can't remain it for a long time. So trick is very simple. Just try to use. I hope you have observed. I always try to use some good vocabs while speaking English because I want to retain these vocabs for elastic. Right. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for very like informative. So, sir, I want to know one more thing, sir. Actually, have you observed about me, like by talking, sir, where I'm doing more mistake and where I have to correct on myself and where I have to work more. So, please, if you observe about me, so please tell me.
Well, I wish I would be in that situation where I can rate someone's spoken English time. So I would say it was a really nice and fruitful conversation with you. I've enjoyed
Yes,
a lot, and thank you for connecting with me. Some other
yes,
day, we are going to talk about some other topics. So till that time, keep talking, keep learning, keep progressing, and keep improving and keep shining. Wish you all the best for your English journey. See you around.
Okay, sure, sir. It was very great conversation with you. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye bye.